So here we have to cover the conceptual understanding. Okay, here we are not focusing on the prelims or mains perspective. Here we are focusing on the conceptual understanding. Whatever the questions that we are solving, it means that we have understood that particular concept. If we are unable to solve the question, it means that we are something lacking in that concept.
In mentorship, we have 4 aspects: schedule, concept, evaluation, and feedback.
During NCERT, we have to solve the chapter-wise exercise. Once we complete the NCERT, we have to solve the mentorship test for the NCERTs. So we have 2 types of tests. One is the static based, means essential program, and second, current affairs, and static based, the smash means program.
I started my full-fledged preparation after I joined the Ultimate Assessment Program at Civilsdaily.
There is a 12-month strategy which I have done on Civilsdaily platform only.
I reached out to the Civilsdaily team.
Civilsdaily.
Current affairs में Civilsdaily.
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 To Civilsdaily.
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 Civilsdaily. A mentorship program of Civilsdaily, and that did help me a lot.
Yeah. So how much means the first agenda that we are discussing is to know the student. Okay? The first, you can just tell me what are the marks you got in 10th standard, 12th standard, and graduation, because you are right now a student. Na? Are you preparing along with your study? So in which year you are studying, and how much marks that you have got in first year or second year, anything else, you can just share me.
Okay. In 10th, I got 85%, and in 12th, I got 86, with commerce being my side. And in the first year, like I don't explicitly remember what were these scores, but like in the first semester, I got 75, and now I'm in my second year.
Second year. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So second thing, we are talking about the UPSC. Okay, UPSC preparation till so far. So as you provide the 13 points that for that 13 points questionnaire, you have filled that. I just got it from that. What are your strong subjects or the weak subjects? Okay? But along with this, you can just tell me that from where you are taking the coaching, or have you taken any coaching for the GS from any coaching classes, or regarding your optional also, you can enrich with that things.
Okay, like I have not joined any kind of previous coaching, because this is like the first thing. Like Civilsdaily is like the first I've approached. And regarding my optional, as I have a commerce background, so I'm deciding to opt for commerce and accountancy optional.
Commerce and accountancy optional.
Accountancy.
Okay. So third question to you from my side is that how much time you can devote for the UPSC study in your daily routines?
So it can vary from like 5 to 7.
5
or
to
if
7.
it,
Just tell me that what is your schedule in a week? Means Monday to Saturday. Have the weekends on Saturday, Sunday, or either on Saturday, Sunday, or only on Sunday? Okay. Or your college timing from Monday to Friday? You can just tell me.
Actually, every day I'm like not very consistent with my routine. Like I have my college days for the first 5 days of the week, like Monday to Friday. I have my college. I have off for Saturday and Sunday. So I try to utilize it for my studies. Like I'll try to give a little more time towards my studies and those days.
No, I got to know. So we will plan accordingly to that. Okay. Okay. So the first agenda has been over. So we are moving with our second agenda. What should be the strategy? What should be the plan which we are going to follow? Okay. So I'll share the link with. I'll share the screen. You will also. Okay. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is our roadmap for the 2026. Okay. or
Okay.
the planning that we are going to follow. Okay, so yes, the first phase is the bunyad phase. Okay, bunyad phase means it's the foundational phase that we are going to start with quality, modesty, economy, geography, and environment. 5 subjects that we are going to cover, basic foundational subject. Okay, so we are covering the subject from the basic source and from the reference. Okay, so NCERT is our basic source and reference source is different for the different subject. Okay, we are going to cover that things. Okay, so number indicates here, it shows that the time duration required to complete that particular book or particular target. Okay, yeah. So the next thing is what is the basic objective of this phase? Okay, the basic objective or objective of this phase is the basic conceptual understanding. Okay, so here we have to cover the conceptual understanding. Okay, means here we are not focusing on the prelims or mains perspective. Here we are focusing on the conceptual understanding. Okay, if you have that conceptual clarity, easily you can write the descriptive questions also and solve the objectives also on the particular concept. Okay, yeah. So how we can achieve that conceptual understanding from this phase? Okay, if we cover the NCERT, okay, of any subject, then we have to solve the NCERT chapter wise exercise. Okay, if we solve the chapter wise exercise, it means that, okay, if we solve the chapter wise exercise, it means that whatever the questions that we are solving, it means that we have understood that particular concept. If we are unable to solve the question, it means that we are something lacking in that concept. Okay, understand? So is that okay? Once we complete the reference source, okay, then we have to solve the mentorship test like the chapter wise MCQ. Okay, and once we complete the whole subject, that quality subject, we will take the prime prelim basic test of that particular subject. Okay, so during NCERT, we have to solve the chapter wise exercise. Once we complete the NCERT, we have to solve the mentorship test for the NCERTs. Okay, after that, we are going to take the reference book, and along with that reference book, we have to solve the chapter wise MCQ mentorship test on the particular reference book. Okay, and along with this, we have to especially focusing on the mains PYQ from 1979 to 2012. Okay, it is a static based syllabus based questions. Okay, and we have to attempt that questions in a short answers manner. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So once means through this way we can achieve the conceptual understanding. Okay, so bunyad phase is a 100 days phase. So roughly till the March end, we have to complete the bunyad phase. Okay, if you have exam in between that, we will extend that the time also, because the ultimate your exam is most important right now on a priority basis. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. The next phase means that in the first phase we are understanding or we are learning some techniques. Okay, we will use that techniques in the second phase. That is the ramp up phase, mains oriented phase. Okay, in which we are going to cover GS 1, 2, 3, 4 subject, and within that 4 months, means till July end, we have to cover the ramp up phase. We are discussing from right perspective. Okay, so in which we are covering each and every topic of the syllabus. Okay, so what is the objective of this phase? Detailed study of mains examination. Each and every topic of the syllabus we have to cover. We don't want to simply keep the syllabus on an optional basis, okay, or skipping basis. We have to cover each and every topic of the syllabus. Okay, so in this way, we are going to solve the static based mains essential program that is based on the GS 1, 2, 3, 4 syllabus. Okay, here we are going to solve the 20 questions, 10 questions, 10 markers, 10 questions, 15 markers there. Okay, also additionally, we are going to solve the mains PYQ, especially from 2013 to till then. Okay, so here we are solving the 1979 to 2012. Okay, these are the most static based, and here the application-based means PY. Okay, because the 2013 is the year when the UPSC syllabus has been changed. Okay, then mains-oriented notes like the subject-wise PYQ-based X-factor notes and the mains-oriented self-notes. Okay, so in the first phase, we are practicing short answers, paragraph writing. In the second phase, we are writing 2 pages or 3 pages questions, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, and 10 to 15. And along with this, once we got a confidence and conceptual understanding, we are going to solve the essay writing tests. Okay, we are taking the essay. Okay, so after July, we will take the booster phase. Okay, the booster phase is the revision phase. The 60 days revision phase for each means if we find out that we July, August, September, first revision, October, November, second revision, or December, January, third revision. Okay. After that, prelims oriented phase from 1st February 2026 started. So strategy and timetable will be shared there at that time. And in that phase, we are going to cover the dominant prelim crash course, lecture plus class test, prime prelims advantage, and full length test. Understand? Okay. And after prelims, we are going to follow the smash mains phase. So these are the phases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 phases are important, and we are learning or understanding the certain techniques, okay, of the particular phase, and we are implementing that techniques in our consecutive phase. Understand? Are you able to understand the things?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the next point in the second agenda, what are the components of the UAP program? Okay, there are 5 main components of the UAP program. Okay, first is the target. Okay, so target is what? The target is, there are 2 types of targets: macro target, micro targets. Okay, macro target is the phase-wise target. Macro target is the phase-wise target, and micro target is the subject-wise target. Okay, so in the micro strategy, subject-wise target, I provide you the strategy, approach, and target. Okay, for the each and every subject, and also each and every book, reference book, and the notes of the particular subject. Okay, that will be provide you on a time-to-time basis, on a routinely basis. Okay, so the next component is the revision strategy. Okay, so we are following the revision, the 5 days of reading and 2 days of revision. Okay, Monday to Friday reading, yes, Monday to Friday reading, Saturday, Sunday revision. Okay, the third component of UAP program is the Samachar Mantra. Third component is the Samachar Mantra. So actually, Samachar Mantra is the weekly current affairs issue analysis program. Weekly current affairs issue analysis program, in which what we are going to do, in which you will provided a live lecture. Okay, you will attend the live lecture on Saturday, Sunday. Okay, then consecutive Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, you have to read the PDF notes that is provided to you. Then on Friday, you have to solve the 2 tests. One is the objective test, 20 questions, and descriptive test, 5 questions. And also, you will provide a model answer of that particular descriptive test. Understand? Okay, sir. The fourth agenda of the UAP program is the program is the testing. Okay, testing component. Sorry, UAP program testing component, not agenda. It is a component. Fourth component is the testing. Okay, so we have 3 types of tests. The first is the objective test for the prelims. So prelims the prelims test, like the prime prelim basic test, the prime prelims advanced test, and the full length test. Okay, these are the 3 types of prelims test that we are going to solve. Okay. The next test type is the descriptive test of the mains. So we have 2 types of tests. One is the static based, means essential program, and second, current affairs and static based, the smash mains program. Understand? Okay. Third type of test is the essay. So essay, the 5 essays before prelims and 5 after prelims. Understand? So last and main component of the UAP program is the mentorship. Okay. Actually, mentor is the bridge between student and the UPSC exam. Okay. So the mentorship is based on 4 pillars. Okay. The 4 pillars are most important. The first is the schedule. That schedule I have provided you. What is our schedule and what should be our strategy to achieve that schedule. Okay. That first pillar is the schedule. Second pillar is the concept. Okay. UPSC asking question based on the concept. Okay. And that particularly we are going to cover that concept from basic source and reference source. Okay. With the help of the short answers, the long answer, the essay, this answer writing practice. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. So the third pillar of the mentorship is the evaluation. Okay. So whatever the concept that we have learned, we have to evaluate that, and that evaluation is based on the testing component. Okay. And the whatever the test result is there. So 4th pillar of the mentorship is the feedback on that particular evaluation. Okay. So in the mentorship, there are 4 pillars. First is the schedule, second is the concept, third is the evaluation, and fourth is the feedback of the evaluation. Okay. So what are the 5 major components of the UAP program? You can just tell me.
Yes, first is the target, which would be which is macro and micro.
Yes.
Second is the revision one that you have given me. Third is the Samachar Manthan.
Yeah.
And fourth is the testing part. And the last one is mentorship. And in mentorship, we have 4 aspects: schedule, concept, evaluation, and feedback.
Means you have able to understand what is the basic technicality and what is the plan or the strategy for the next 1.5 years. You can just enrich me the phases that you have understood.
Okay, so the first, like for foundation, we have Bunyad phase, which will be
Okay.
for 100 days, and in which I'll cover whatever is given in the timetable.
Yes.
And then we have the ramp up phase, which will deal with the advanced part.
Yes.
And then we have the booster phase, which is related to revision, whatever we have done with answer writing practice and all such. And then we have prelims orientation and then mains orientation.
Yes, prelims oriented phase and mains oriented phase.
Yes.
Yes. So these are the means you have able to understand. So next, let's move on the third of our agenda. What are the sources we need to take? Okay, the sources I have provided you through on a Telegram. Okay, these are the sources we need to take for the phase 1. Can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in which we can change the sources also according to whatever the sources available with you, but that particular source should at least take 80 to 90%, should cover the 80 to 90% UPSC syllabus. Okay, so we will keep it that we will also discuss the source before the start of that particular subject. Okay. Here the how to access the UAP program, I have provided you the video guideline. Okay, then the self-evaluation strategy, that is weekly checklist approach, I'll explain you after 10 days. Okay, then revision strategy I will provide you. The Samachar Manthan, how to Samachar, if you wrote the Samachar Manthan, then how to submit that Samachar Manthan, I have provided you the guideline here, procedure. Okay, then the next most important thing is the Civilsdaily planner. Okay, so in the Civilsdaily planner, you can see every day you have to fill the Civilsdaily planner and share it to me, in which you have to write down from 4 a.m. to evening 3 a.m. what you have done in that particular day. You have to submit. Okay, so that we will access. So that we will access the where we are using our time, where we can save our time, and through which we can understand your reading capability. Okay, with how much topics that you can cover in that particular hours. Okay, or the pages per hours. That is also means analogy that we can outline from that particular exercise. So next 15 days, it's most important. You have to submit this. Okay, that should be submitted on me on a Telegram.
Okay, sir.
Yes. The next important agenda for discussion: what should be the target of our first target? Okay, so according to plan, I think we should go with the NCERT exercise. NCERT, basic NCERT, Indian Constitution at Work and Political Theory. Understand? Okay. So first of all, I'll provide I'll ask you. Sorry, I'll give you the what is the procedure to read the NCERTs. Okay. So there should be a reason for doing every action. Okay. Why we are reading NCERT? The first point is to understand the basic concept of the subject, and second is to learn the basic vocabulary of particular subject. So we can utilize that vocabulary while writing the mains answers. Okay? Understand? Okay. So let's move on. So whenever you are starting for reading the NCERT, okay, so you have to read the first contents. So these are not mere content. These are not mere the chapter. These are the basic concept of the subject. Okay. So once you start the NCERT, you have to follow the 4 steps, 4 ways. Okay. Means the 4 steps you need to follow while reading each and every NCERT chapter. The first stage is first step is to read the introduction of the chapter. Okay. After studying this chapter, you will learn what you learn, what the constitution means, what the constitution does society, how constitution covers the allocation of powers in society, and what was the way in which constitution of India was made. Okay. Next, write down the heading and subheading. Second step, write down the heading and subheading. So here is the heading. Why do we need a constitution? Because heading subheading, because it allows coordination and assurance between different groups. Okay. Second, it gives specification of decision-making powers between different organs of government. Okay. Third, it limits the powers of government. It limits the powers of government. Fourth, it instils aspirations and goals of the society. It instils aspirations and goals of the society. And the fourth is it gives fundamental identity to people. Last one. Okay. Then the second is the authority of the constitution. I mean, how the constitution establishes their authority. The first point is the mode of promulgation. The way the constitution is promulgated itself decides their authority. Okay. Second, the balanced institutional design or the substantive provisions of the constitution. Means in the constitution, the certain provisions are listed or are mentioned in such a substantive manner, itself establishes their authority. Means the Article 312 empowers the Parliament to create the All India Service. Okay, and the All India Services, recruitment has been done by the UPSC only, Union Public Service. No other body or no other institution has the authority to recommend the people for the All India Services. Understand? So you have to make the understanding like this. Okay. So through the introduction and through the heading subheading, you can understand what is the basic concept, what is the major concept, what are the basic concept, or what are the concepts. Okay. Major or minor concepts. So first point, read the introduction. Second point, write down the heading subheading. Third point, read the topics and make the key points. Okay, so how to make the key points? I'll explain. Okay, yeah, the fundamental identity of people. The fundamental identity of people. The first is the collective identity. We are a people governed by one single constitution. Itself decides it is our collective identity. Okay, means you and me and other people are governed by the Indian Constitution. Okay. Second, the political identity. Political identity means the certain basic norms and principles that has been agreed. Okay, means sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Okay, means we are a people from sovereign India, socialist India, republic India, secular India, and democratic India. Okay, and the last one is the moral identity. Moral identity means we have defined some fundamental values. Okay, what is the humanism is our fundamental value. So we are a human. We should treat human as a humanly. That is our moral. Understand? So you have to write down the three identity: collective, political, moral, and there. So through this way, through that way, you can just the make the key points. Okay, and after reading the chapter, you have to solve the exercise of that particular. Okay, you have to solve the exercise of that particular chapter. Understand?
Okay, sir.
Then you have, if you have a physical book, then you can mark the answers here and use this empty space to write the descriptive questions answers. Okay, means you can write the bullet points here. So I can get the idea. If you want to write on separate pen and page, you can write down and share me that photo. Okay, so yeah, this is our orientation. And one thing I forgot to tell you how to use that annotated NCERT. This is annotated NCERT that is available in your portal. So, okay. In the annotated NCERT, what is the purpose that to provide the annotated NCERT? Because we have highlighted the in the 5 wings. Okay, the particular. So green means where PYQs has been asked, prelims or mains. Blue indicates important areas from where questions could be asked possibly. Pink, purely factual statement. Peach, the terms and definition of the NCERT. And yellow, the sounds extreme, but are the two. Statement sounds extreme, but are the two. Okay, so likewise, we have to read the NCERT. Okay, the orientation part has been there. You can just ask me, or if you want any clarification, or you feel like that, sir, I didn't understand this thing that you have told, we can discuss it.
So I have certain doubts. Like while reading NCERTs, like for now we are in the Bunyad phase. So we have to read it simply, like just to get the concepts and these. Like in the ramp up phase, we are going to deal our material with the help of PYQs. So Bunyad phase we won't have to first get into PYQs and all such things.
We have to go into such PYQs thing, but for the reference book, not for the NCERT.
Okay.
Yes. So once we start the Lakshmikant book, we will go with the PYQs of particular chapter. We will analyze that PYQ. We will make the highlight the areas and dimension from that PYQ, and then we can read that particular chapter.
Yes. And so secondly, do we have to make notes in the first reading itself, or
I think you should make key points only. Okay. Not the notes like for the reference book for the phase 1, we have provided you notes. You can just use that notes. Okay, you can make printout of that note. You can add, alter, or make modification on that note. Flash quality notes, flash history notes, flash art and culture notes. Okay. So you can make a certain modifications on that.
And with regards to NCERTs,
you can make just like fundamental identity of people. 3 types of identity: collective, political, and the moral identity. In the quality NCERT, you should more focus on the questions writing.
Okay. And like apart from NCERTs, we are reading the standard books, right? Like for example, for polity, we are reading Lakshmikant. In Lakshmikant, everything is like very static. It lacks the analytical part. Matlab, kuch analytical dimensions they are not there in the book. So we have to approach the other sources. No?
Yes, we have to approach for once we start the ramp up phase. At that time, we have provided the X factor notes. And that X factor notes is helpful for you. That for the analytical part.
Okay, sir. And for Samachar Manthan, like should I make notes, like mains oriented notes from now itself?
I'll provide you guideline, okay, for the notes making regarding the Samachar Manthan. Once we start the Samachar Manthan, at the initial first week, you don't need to follow the Samachar Manthan. You need to follow, means your target is only of the NCERT. There are 2 NCERT, political theory and Indian Constitution Network. First, you can start the Indian Constitution Network, and then second, the political theory. So I provide you the target I'll provide you the day-wise target to you that
Hmm.
could be started from tomorrow. Okay. On Telegram. I'll provide you that target.
Okay, sir. And so समाचार मंथन के लिए when should I join? Like
From
अभी कल.
no, you don't need to right now start from the first week. What is my means? What is the mentor suggestion to you? Okay. In the first week, you should go with the first one, only one thing. Okay. Actually, you are following
Okay.
your college. Okay. Along with that, you are reading. Okay. So my opinion is that we should enhance the burden of means the load of reading or the study preparation on a day by day basis. Okay. In the first
Okay,
week,
sir.
we are going with the one thing. In the second week, we are going with the one, means we are continuing with that A thing, we will add the B thing. Okay. Then after the 15 days, we are following the third, we can add the third things in that also. See also there. Okay. So it will not mix up, it will enhances your preparation sustainability. And also you can also means familiar with the schedule given by the mentor.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Clear.
I will clear with that. So I provide you target on a Telegram. Okay. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the orientation session has been done. Okay. So two things you need to follow. First, you need to daily report me regarding the completion of your target. Okay. Is there any delay for the target from your side? Okay. You can explain me with the reason. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if you have any difficulty while preparing, while maintaining the balance between your college study and the UPSC study, you can just inform me. We will reduce the target also. We will enhance the target also according to the time availability. Okay? So weekly one call is scheduled. Okay. We can decide the time and other things on a Telegram. Okay. On that
Okay, sir.
particular week. So. And the third thing I want to tell you, you need to submit with a proof of submission. You need to submit a proof of submission. Means it is not like that. You can simply tell me, sir, I have completed 2 chapters or 3 chapters. But I want the proof for that. Means you can share better, you can share me the exercise of the chapter. So I'll give you feedback on that also. That will be helpful for you also.
So do I just have to message you like I've done
Yes,
this much work?
yes, on Telegram. Okay. And
Okay,
also share me the exercise in the form of PDF.
Okay, sir.
Understand? So do you have means we can continue on next week. Okay. In between,
Okay,
if you
sir.
have any problem, you can just message me or call me. Don't worry.
Okay,
I
sir.
have shared my 2 of numbers to you. Okay, both
Yes,
numbers I
sir.
have shared. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.